Welcome back to StarTalk Daily. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. The moon hung low in the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the small town of Forks. Bella Swan, now a powerful vampire, stood at the edge of the forest, her eyes fixed on the dark trees. She could feel the weight of her immortal life bearing down on her, the loneliness and isolation that came with living forever. Suddenly, a rustling in the bushes caught her attention. Out came Edward Cullen, his eyes gleaming in the moonlight. He approached Bella, his movements fluid and precise. Bella, we need to talk, Edward said, his voice low and urgent. Bella's heart skipped a beat. She knew that tone, that look in his eyes. Something was wrong. What is it, Edward? She asked, her voice barely above a whisper. It's the prophecy, Edward replied, his eyes scanning the surrounding trees. The Volturi are coming, and this time, they're not just coming for us. They're coming for the entire supernatural community. Bella's eyes widened in shock. She had heard the rumors, the whispers of a powerful prophecy that foretold the downfall of the Cullens and the supernatural world. What do we do? She asked, her voice firm. Edward's eyes locked onto hers. We prepare for war, he said, his voice cold and determined. We gather our allies, the werewolves, the witches, and the other vampires. We'll fight to protect our family, our friends, and our way of life. Bella nodded, her heart pounding in her chest. She knew that this would be a battle like no other, a battle that would determine the fate of the supernatural world. As the night wore on, the Cullens and their allies prepared for the impending war. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an ominous glow over the landscape. The stage was set for a battle that would change everything. The fate of the supernatural world hung in the balance, and only time would tell if the Cullens and their allies would emerge victorious. One thing was certain, however, the battle would be fierce, and the stakes would be higher than ever before. As the days passed, the Cullens and their allies worked tirelessly to prepare for the impending war. They gathered intelligence on the Volturi's plans, trained their soldiers, and strategized their defense. Bella, with her unique abilities as a vampire, played a crucial role in the planning process. Her connection to the supernatural world and her experience in dealing with the Volturi made her a valuable asset to the Cullens. Meanwhile, the Volturi were gathering their forces, preparing to launch a full-scale attack on the Cullens and their allies. Arrow, the leader of the Volturi, was determined to destroy the Cullens and assert his dominance over the supernatural world. He saw the Cullens as a threat to his power and was willing to do whatever it took to eliminate them. As the war drew near, tensions ran high. The Cullens and their allies were ready to fight for their lives, and the Volturi were determined to emerge victorious. The stage was set for an epic battle that would determine the fate of the supernatural world. The war between the Cullens and the Volturi would be a clash of epic proportions, with both sides determined to emerge victorious. The fate of the supernatural world hung in the balance, and only time would tell who would come out on top. As the night of the battle approached, Bella stood by Edward's side, her heart pounding with anticipation. She knew that this would be a fight like no other, a fight that would determine the course of their lives forever. Are you ready? Edward asked, his eyes locked onto hers. Bella nodded, her voice firm. I'm ready, she said. Let's do this. The battle was about to begin, and the fate of the supernatural world hung in the balance. Would the Cullens and their allies emerge victorious, or would the Volturi prove too powerful to defeat? The outcome was far from certain, but one thing was clear. Only one side could win. More hidden gems and epic endings are coming your way, so hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell. You don't want to miss what's next. This was StarTalk Daily, bringing stories to life. Until the next reel, stay curious.